Good morning.
Good morning, Oscar. How are you?
Good. We're talking with Martha McGinn?
McGinn.
Okay. Now you and your partner have bought the Lizzy Borden house.
Well, we didn't actually buy it. My grandparents have lived there, since my dad was a teenager.
Really?
And they passed away recently. And we inherited the house.
But when they passed away, it was under normal circumstances, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay. So there was no Lizzy doing any strange things.
Not at all.
Okay. Now Lizzy Borden, I mean, I've always been fascinated with the case. I think the biggest fascination with the case is because if she did do it, she got away with it.
That's it. If she did do it, she got away with it. If she didn't do it, who did?
Who did? Yeah. So, do you have things there at the house that have different ways of who they think might have done it, or do they think that Lizzy did it, or anything like that, or no?
Well, there are a lot of theories out there.
Okay.
And that's the point. We had a gentleman that flew in from Sweden rather. I'm sorry. And he was really a nice man, so we let him come through. He had his own theory, and he disproved himself.
Oh, really?
Just by being in the house the way he thought it could happen, he found out it couldn't have.
Oh, so he replayed the whole thing at the house?
Yep.
Huh.
That's pretty much what he did, so now he has to figure it out all over again.
Now, was he trying to write a book in this with this theory or something? Or?
Actually, he wrote a little armchair theory.
Okay.
Is what he called it. It was maybe 8 pages long. He gave it to me. I have it packed away. We'll have that in the house when we do open.
Uh-huh. And now, I read a lot of different stuff. Of course, I saw the movie with Elizabeth Montgomery, of course. You know, that was one everybody saw. But I read a book about Lizzy Borden, and it said something about that she possibly could have been a lesbian.
Well, that's what... Yeah, I read a book like that, too.
Yeah.
I don't buy into that. There's never been any proof of that. I mean, she had women friends. I have women friends.
Yeah. But she never got married, though?
No, she never did, but would you marry her?
No, probably
okay.
not. Yeah. She looked like Elizabeth Montgomery, I might, but she really didn't look that way. But,
actually, she was very attractive when she was younger.
Was she?
Yeah, she really was.
Because I've got a picture of her here, and well, it's hard to tell with the times, with the different way they looked, but... I don't know.
We have pictures of her in her younger years, and she was really attractive.
She was very attractive, and she never got married.
Well,
I understand. Okay, all right. I guess I can see that. So, be kind of hard on the honeymoon, just falling asleep at night.
Yeah, really, Lorena Bobbitt all over.
Now, I think the same fascination is with the O.J. Simpson case, because they're wondering if this guy's going to get away with it if he did it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
And again, that was a double murder.
Right.
They were both really brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going in for the gore and that kind of thing at all.
Right. Now, I read that you have Ouija boards there, too?
We hope to. Actually, one of my girlfriends gave me one for my birthday this year.
Oh, okay.
That we brought in the house. But we're trying to get some really old Ouija boards.
Okay, now when they come to the house, what should they expect?
They should expect to have fun.
Okay.
We're going to have books. We're going to have videos of the documentaries that have been made from A&E, the Discovery Channel, the Liz Montgomery movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to have Ouija boards, people can play with old-time games. And a lot of the bookings we've gotten so far are scholars, professors, people that are really knowledgeable about Lizzy, so, they'll be talking amongst themselves.
Okay. Now, it was 1892, and it was on August 4th.
Right.
Now, you haven't opened the house yet?
No.
I was just curious, are you going to wait till August 4th to reopen it now, or are you going to open it on the date that it happened, or no?
Well, that will be the official opening.
Okay.
Right now, we've just begun the renovations.
Okay. So you're going to try to make it exactly like the way it was?
As close as we can. We're not going to have slop pails.
Okay.
We'll have plumbing and electricity.
Right. Now, are you going to have some of the actual things that were there, or, for instance, the axe?
They never found the axe.
I know, but didn't they find one that had a broken handle or something?
Well, they found an axe head, yes, but they've proved that was not the axe.
Okay. But that was proved with the technology of the day of in
right. Well, it
1800s.
didn't fit the wounds.
Okay. So it was proven to be not the axe. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So do we? Are you like maybe digging around the yard maybe?
Well, actually, it's funny you asked that. My partner and some members from TILBA, which is the International Lizzy Borden Association, did conduct a search a few weeks ago up in the second attic, up in the eaves, because when they did their search, when it happened, they didn't have, flashlights, electric lights, anything like that. So they just went up there for the fun of it and searched to make sure it wasn't there, but all they found was 2 dead pigeons.
Oh, okay. And they didn't have any axe marks, right?
No axe marks. They came back safe and sound.
All right. Now, okay, you say a lot of fun, but this would be a great bed and breakfast place.
We hope so.
Yeah. So you're going to have bed and breakfast, and are you going to feed them like gruel though, or anything, or no?
What, for breakfast?
Yeah.
Actually, instead of the mutton broth that they had, the 3-day-old mutton broth, we will have oatmeal. And we'll have, fresh fruit.
How about flies?
How about flies?
Flies come with that too, or?
No. We will be serving pears with.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just curious if we get authenticity, so that way they can feel how Lizzy Borden really felt, eating that nasty stuff.
We don't want them feeling exactly like Lizzy felt that day.
That's true. Now, but there's a lot of different theories, and it would just be nice to be able to say one day you solved it. Are you guys looking for maybe a solve to this mystery, or no?
No. Well, not really. I mean, there are just so many different theories out there.
Yeah.
We have our own, but it's up to the people who come to figure out their own. We went out to dinner the other day with about 10 people from TILBA, and all night, the whole conversation, it was hysterical. The disagreements going back and forth on who, when, where, what, who could have.
Yeah. Yeah, because
they're conspiracy theories.
Another bad thing too, if they solved it, then people probably wouldn't want to come and see the house as much.
That's true. That's true. Absolutely true.
Okay.
And they also, talk about the lawyers, because Lizzy in that day had her own dream team. She had 4 lawyers.
Okay.
And one of them was the ex-governor of Massachusetts, Robinson, who had appointed the head judge who was sitting at the trial.
Oh. So this is kind of like the O.J. Simpson
trial. It really is, more so than you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I wonder if... Okay, can you repeat? Let me see if you got this down. Can you repeat the Lizzy Borden rhyme?
Oh, no, don't make me do that.
Lizzy Borden took an axe, gave her mother... You can't do that one?
I can, but how about I let Ron do that one?
Oh, okay.
No, he doesn't want to do it. I'll do it for you after.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Go for it.
Okay, Lizzy Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41.
Okay.
But that's not accurate.
It's not?
No, it really wasn't. I think her mother got 18.
Yeah, that's what it says here. 18 times and struck... 10 times in the head.
Right, Andrew was 10, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's get the accuracy down on how many times she whacked him. Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. How could, the thing about it is, it always puzzled me, is how could this woman, if she did do this, how could she, A, live with herself, and B, how could she not have, with that kind of rage, how would she not kill anybody else? Because she was never supposed to be killed anybody else.
No, well, supposedly her motive was money.
Oh, really?
Her father was really a miser. He was very, very wealthy.
Uh-huh.
And I think Lizzy was afraid that the stepmother, who she really despised,
was going to get the money.
Was going to get the money or a great portion of his estate. So after the murders, Lizzy and Emma inherited everything.
Okay.
Now, a short while, and after Lizzy was acquitted, they sold the house on 2nd Street. They bought a house up in the highlands of Fall River, which Lizzy had been begging her father to do for years. She bought a house which she named Maplecroft. She had it carved into the top granite step. Emma lived there with her for a while. Then Emma moved out and never spoke to her again till the day they died. And they died about a month apart.
And Emma never talked about the whole situation at all, or?
No, they never spoke again after Emma moved out. Emma moved up to Maine.
Huh. Okay. All right, so that's kind of a mystery in itself.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I've been corrected. She moved to New Hampshire. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I heard a little computer thing in the back there, too. You playing computer games on the side, or what?
I have my, no, that was the telephone, the other line.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought maybe you had a little computer game going there. I wasn't sure, Okay, I'm trying to think of some other stuff. I know there's tons of stuff I wanted to ask you, and I can't think of everything. But now the house is going to be put down to almost exactly the way it was.
As close as we can get
it. And you're going to show them the inside. They're going to be able to stay there for the night. They're going to be able to use the Ouija board.
Yep.
If they like. Will they be able to investigate the attic and all too, or is that going to be closed off?
There will be rooms. We're going to put in central air, so there will be 3 rooms for rent in the attic. Bridget, the maid's room, will be available.
Okay.
And there are 2 other rooms up there. We're naming the Andrew Jennings room, who was one of her lawyers, and the Hosea Knowlton room, who was the head prosecutor.
Okay, so they can actually sleep in this house, read books on the Lizzy Borden theories, and also see the movie that Elizabeth Montgomery did, right?
That one, yep, among documentaries that have been done.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that would be almost a nightmare trying to do that. I mean, to be able to stay in this house and look at all this stuff and think of this is where it was all taking place. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough guts to do that. Is there lots of reservations already for this, or what?
Yeah, we have quite a few.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was just inputting some more into my computer when you called. Some
Really?
people from Virginia.
Oh, yeah?
Just called and booked.
It's like all over the country that they're coming.
Oh, it is. We have reservations from Germany, from Sweden.
Now, can I ask how much this would cost for to stay
You
there?
can ask, but we haven't set the rates yet.
Okay. Do we have any idea approximately, though, or no?
I really hate to do that
Okay, well,
just
that's
because
okay.
I don't know for sure yet. We're working on the renovations, and it depends on what our financing comes to. We don't want to make it impossible for people to stay.
Right.
But we have to make it so we make our money back.
So these people that are making reservations don't really care what the price is.
Not so far,
Whoa. Okay. All right. So hey, that could be a good thing then. I don't know. It would be a very, very unique experience, I think, because like I say, it was one of those. It would be kind of like I wonder if they're going to do that with the O.J. Simpson house later on. They might here you can stay there and relive the experience or something.
Maybe 100 years from now.
Yeah.
It's not like this is something that happened yesterday.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's kept the interest of people for over a century.
Right. You're right. It's right. 92. It's definitely
right.
a long time, and it's still got my interest because I'm still curious. And the worst thing about it is there's so many books and so many things that talk about it that you don't know what to believe anymore.
I know. That's it. You really don't.
So unless you were, and will we ever know? Will we ever know what really did happen?
We hope not.
Okay, yeah. So for you guys' sake, right?
Well, Oscar and Tara, come on down.
Okay. All right. If it's no more than $25 a night, I can be there.
Well, it's going to be more than $25 a night.
Darn. Yeah, okay. Because just the plane trip alone would kill me. So All right. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, Oscar, thank you.
And I appreciate it because I've been meaning to call you, and I've got kind of tied up the last 2 weekends, but. Thank you for talking with me.
Not a problem. Call back again when we open.
Okay, so you are gonna open officially on August 4th.
Yep, that's the plan.
Okay, and it's too bad you couldn't get it this year, but
I know.
But you'll probably have it all booked up by next year, right?
We hope.
Okay, and like I said, I'll search my pocket see if I can find another $25.
Good enough.
Okay.
Thank you, Oscar.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.